Wits is approaching its centenary in 2022. This is a university that would have existed for 100 years. It's captured in the very imagination of what it means to be in Johannesburg and what it means to be South African. This is the place that pioneered the technologies that allowed us to build the mining industry. This is the place that trained the finance managers, the businessmen that went to transform the South African economy into a world-class economy.
Wits has always been at the cutting edge of mining engineering, paleoanthropology, social sciences, and many other aspects of what constitutes a modern university.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you a new species of human ancestor, Homo naledi.
We have established what is one of the most exciting digital innovation spaces called Tshimologong. Tshimologong also hosts the IBM Research Lab, one of only 13 across the world. We've established in partnership with Sibanye Gold this Wits Digimine project, where we have a mine simulator that envisions for the students the mine of the future.
Could you just move slightly to your left?
This takes us to the frontier of what it means to do mining in South Africa in the next 100 years to come.
We are living through an unprecedented historical moment in world history. We are seeing the convergence of various crisis tendencies. Financialized inequality is just one dimension of this, and the research that we are busy with is to try and understand how to resolve these systemic crises tendencies. How do we think about solutions for the climate crisis, the water crisis, the food crisis, etc.
So the fundamental purpose of Wits University is to address the scourge of our world, which is inequality. And the only way that Wits University can address inequality is to address access, to ensure that anybody from whatever background they come from is entitled to come to Wits University, and to ensure that we have quality, that those who come here are provided with a world-class, contextually grounded education.
Early attendances point to a record-breaking Ront Easter show, the splendid shop window of farming and industry.
This is the place that produced the social justice warriors that fought against segregation, that fought against apartheid, that fought against exploitation, and create the more inclusive world we have today.
And flocks of zany students out to extract all the loose cash they can from the good-humoured crowds looking on.
If students are involved in community service, they develop critical understanding of community issues, and obviously that is leadership development. So we need leaders in all spheres of life, whether they be government, in the NGO sector, in corporate environment, and leadership development starts with students understanding the communities they actually are part of. Whether you are going to be training to be a doctor or an engineer, you need to have a sense of what society is dealing with. And only in understanding and working directly with the communities do they actually get first-hand experience of the challenges facing communities. This allows them to think more critically and possibly find those solutions to help communities.
I spent 6 years at Wits and obtained 4 qualifications at the university. University represented a time in my life where my script was still to be written. Attending one of the top universities on the African continent gave me a lot of pride, and a foundation upon which I built my career.
What we are in the business of doing is producing great professionals. But great professionals can only make a fundamental difference in the society if they become great leaders. And for them to become great leaders, they learn beyond the classroom. They learn in the cafeteria. They learn in the museums. And the diverse Afropolitan community that we've created is what allows them to develop the soft skills that transforms them from great professionals to great citizens and leaders.
The fitness first cry as the ABSA Premiership champions.
Wits University is very, very important as a knowledge producer to assist both the country and the world think about some of the defining problems of the 21st century.
I like to remind those that have graduated that they got their edge from Wits.
Wits is ultimately about ensuring that we create great Africans and great human beings. We are one of the leading institutions on the African continent, but we are also one of the great institutions of our world. We are both African and part of a collective human community.
Wits is awesome.
I will always be a Witsi for life.
I'm very proud to be a Witsi for life.
Wits is the place to be, and I'm a proud Witsi.
I'm a Witsi.
Witsi for life.
Certainly a Witsi till the day I die.